Good morning, Team Alabama. We are ready for Chapter 15 in Stuck in Neutral. A reminder to pull it up on your Google Doc and be ready to write more facts and finish up those 50 facts. Okay, Chapter 15 begins with a poem just like the other chapters do, Dad's poem about Sean. Inside me, this moment changes into something never felt before, a flutter of feathers as two birds falling pass down through a blind, silent prayer, whispering goodbye to dreams and hopes, and pass down falling and whispering goodbye. Flutter might be a word that you want to add to your vocab on that list of 10 that you're collecting. It's Saturday morning, surrounded by sleeping bags, coolers, suitcases, and cosmetic kits, groceries, noise, laughter, and the high-pitched chatter of female voices. Cindy and her friends and Mom are doing the last-minute preparations for their trip to Spokane. Go Spartans. Okay, so there are some good facts there. Mom and Cindy are heading to Spokane. And why are they going? It's a question you might want to ask. They're going to watch their brother Paul play in a basketball game. Who's staying with Sean? After what seems like hours, the van is finally packed, and Mom stops to give me a kiss on the forehead as she moves toward the door. But before her lips can even pucker up, Cindy, laughing, pulls her away, and suddenly they're gone. In a burst of energy and collective chaos, they're out the door. Vonda, my respite care provider, is nice. As near as I can tell, respite care provider is a fancy name for babysitter. She's taken care of me before, and she's a little impatient at my feeding times. I'm sure when she has to change my diapers, she comes up with lots of better ideas for making $6 an hour. But most of the day she watches TV, chats on the phone, and reads Good Housekeeping or Glamour, which she has brought along with her. She doesn't give much attention, but then nobody else does either. Today, she's happy. She's working on her nails, glopping on deep purple polish, followed by a sprinkling of gold glitter. She's at least league minimum 50 pounds overweight, but her nails and her hair are perfect. I like her. Later tonight, she'll feed me and then she'll give me my meds. She'll put me in my pajamas, making sure I'm dry and clean, and then she'll put me to bed. The day goes by fast. Each hour seems like a minute, and whenever I manage to focus on the digital clock on the microwave in the kitchen, I'm shocked by how much time has passed. Okay, so Vonda's there. She's taking care of Sean. She likes to read her magazines. She's a respite care provider. That's a vocab word you could add. Glorified babysitter. Those are all facts that you can add. He likes her. Sean thinks she's okay. Page 106, as you're reading on your Chromebook, on your PDF. It's already early afternoon by the time I have my first seizure. Outside of my body, I decide to take a little tour of Seattle. Pike Place Market and the Seattle Art Museum, Pioneer Square, the waterfront with its cheesy piers and stench of fishy salt water. You might want to add stench to your vocab, and that means smell. It's a really bad smell, a stench. I take this seizure slowly, and I consider soaring down I-90 to see if I can spot Mom's van. But in my spirit, I don't feel like flying or soaring or zipping across time and space. I feel relaxed, content. I float aimlessly. I am at peace, and I think about all the things that I remember. I think about all the things that I've heard, and I wonder if I'm back in my body again. 1 second I was in Elliott Bay Bookstore, floating my way between the pages of some favorite old picture books, and the next I'm in my bed. It's dark out already, and I must have slept for hours. I hear a car pull up. One door opens and then slams shut, and I hear footsteps approaching the house. There is a knock on the front door, but then someone walks on in. Hello? I hear Dad call. Why is Dad there? Hi, Vonda calls back. It's Sean's father. All right, Vonda answers. I hear an edge of excitement in her tone. They exchange pleasantries in the entryway, and Dad comments on her nails, and she thanks him, a giggly blush to her voice. Dad asks, how was Sean's day? Oh, just fine, Vonda answers. It's so exciting to meet you. I read your poems about Sean. I mean, of course, the one about Sean. I mean, it was so wonderful. I'm so honored. I've always hoped I'd meet you. She sounds literally breathless, but she manages to go on. I even have your book with me. I mean, in my purse. I always bring it in hopes that you might. What I mean is, would you autograph it for me? I can hear the smile in Dad's voice as he answers, sure. I hear a brief rummaging as Vonda digs into her purse, and then I hear Dad speak. His voice has a slightly distracted sound to it. I was thinking, Dad says casually, that I'd like to stay over tonight with Sean. Why would Dad be staying overnight with Sean? You've already fed him and put him to bed, right? Oh, yes, Vonda answers. Will you write to Vonda Quarantos? And then something kind of personal, she giggles, embarrassed. Of course, Dad says. And then, while inscribing her book in the same casual, off-the-cuff tone, he adds, I was just thinking there's no sense in your being trapped here all night. I'll stay with Sean. Are you sure? Vonda asks. Absolutely. You'll still get paid for the hours, of course, but I am not doing anything else tonight, and I'd be happy to help out. Gosh, Vonda says, that'd be great. Dad says, it's a done deal. I realize that in all my years of being alive, my dad has never before stayed with me all by himself overnight, yet suddenly he's volunteered to take care of me. A done deal, huh? Am I the done deal? End of chapter 15. What will happen to Sean? Dad is staying all night with Sean. Sean thinks Dad's going to kill him. Does Dad do it? Find out. Have a great rest of your day, Team Alabama.